Hello dreamers! I just finished a 1-month pineal gland detox. Now I wanted to do the detox because I felt it could improve my conscious dreaming practice, my ability to lucid dream, out-of-body experiences, but also to improve my meditation practice and also to improve when I work with clients. So when I do readings for people, when I do dream interpretation or dream work with people, and also my work as a death doula, so when I'm guiding people through the dying process and end of life. So I could talk endlessly about why the pineal gland is so important and why a detox is really important and how it helps a lot. But what I'll do is I'll go straight into what I did during the detox, what I took as supplements, and how I changed certain lifestyle factors. And then I will also go into all the side effects and the benefits that I've experienced throughout the detox. So as a disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional, nor am I a nutritionalist. I researched all of this on my own. I took the risk to do this on my own. I just wanted to share with you my insights and my experience with it. But with anything, you might have an allergy to some of these supplements, or perhaps there'll be some sort of reaction. So it's something that you would have to undertake with your medical professional, GP or doctor, or at your own risk, basically, right? Like I did. I started off by doing a 2-day water fast. So I only drank water with lemon juice squeezed into glasses of water. So for 2 days, I only took water to sort of a gentle cleanse of my system. I then tweaked my diet. I completely cut out all processed foods. I'm already a vegan, so if you are an omnivore or a carnivore and you're watching this, you might want to adjust it accordingly to your current diet. But for myself, so I'm vegan, so I continue being vegan, but I basically stuck to really whole foods, so completely cut out all junk foods, all processed foods. I cut out sugar, I cut out caffeine, so I kept it very, very simple and non-processed. I also took a lot of water during my detox. So you want to make sure that you're drinking purified water. I know there's a lot of fluoride in tap water, so you want to avoid that because this is what you're trying to detox your pineal gland from. I then cut out all fluoride with all the products that I use day to day. So the first thing I did was I changed up my toothpaste because toothpaste has a lot of fluoride in it. So I got myself Kingfisher natural toothpaste. Now you could probably get, there's other brands of natural fluoride-free toothpaste that you can look into doing. Get yourself onto that because we ingest a lot of fluoride through our toothpaste. Then I started stocking up on all the supplements that you need to take alongside this detox, and I'll go through them now. MSM. It helps remove metabolic waste from the body and also helps remove toxins that create swelling and inflammation. Iodine, you can also get it in the form of sea kelp. So one of the essential minerals in the detox is iodine. It also comes in the form of sea kelp. Now I decided to go for sea kelp because I didn't want to carry around liquid iodine with me because I travel quite a bit. So the sea kelp pills were a lot more convenient for me. So this mineral is really great. It regulates hormones. It helps assist the thyroid gland. It's one of the most efficient removers of heavy metals out of the body, and including fluoride. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, the good old raw apple cider vinegar. I had to go for pill form. Again, usually I would just do the Bragg's apple cider vinegar liquid. But because I travel a lot, I can't be carrying liquids, so I just opted for the pill form. Raw apple cider vinegar is amazing. It's a natural metal detoxifier. So again, like iodine, this is great. So this helps detoxify all the heavy metals and fluoride in your body. Boron. So boron is a natural antidote to fluorine. I opted for some supplements because it's easier when you're on the go, but there are many foods that carry boron within them. And those foods are avocados, bananas, almonds, beans, beets, chickpeas, dates, hazelnuts, prunes, raisins, and walnuts. So you can just munch on those throughout your pineal gland detox, or take the supplements of boron. Super greens. So the green superfoods, so I've got like some spirulina here, so powder form that I get from my natural holistic food shop. and just stock up on it. But this is great because when you're eating raw green foods that are rich in chlorophyll, it also helps chelate those heavy metals out of your body, and it also is nourishing your body. So like chlorella, spirulina, wheatgrass, these are all great. They increase oxygen levels, they repair damaged tissue, and they boost the immune system. So basically anything that boosts your oxygen and your immune function, it'll support your whole body, and it'll reverse pineal gland calcification. Also, these are foods that are charged with sunlight, so that's really going to help support a healthy pineal gland function. Vitamin K2 and vitamin D3. Vitamin K, along with the vitamin D, it helps a lot. It helps to remove calcium from the arteries, and we can assume that it does this as well for the pineal gland. The vitamin K2 works really well when it's paired up with vitamin D, or even perhaps vitamin A, two other fat-soluble activators. These vitamins, they signal to the cells to produce certain proteins, and then vitamin K activates those proteins. So I've been taking the K2 in conjunction with the vitamin D in order to get that supplement activated. But you can also do this by taking ghee, which is that yellow buttery stuff that's used in Indian food. You can also choose to consume it that way. Raw cacao. So with raw cacao, it's known to be rich in flavonoids. It increases blood pressure, it improves blood vessel health, increases the size of blood vessels. So larger blood vessels occur, it means more blood flow and oxygen make its way to the pineal gland. Raw cacao is also full of loads of antioxidants. Turmeric. So also turmeric, or turmeric, however you want to pronounce it, whatever country you're from. It's also really essential for the detox. Studies show that it can prevent and also potentially reverse the damage of fluoride exposure. Now, I'm a bit crazy. I don't mind just chewing this and eating it just straight from the source. You might want to just cook with it. You could juice it as well. One thing to note, though, it does leave quite a bit of a yellow stain, so you might want to get a separate toothbrush. Because when you brush your teeth, your toothbrush will be bright yellow, so you might want to have a detox toothbrush. Or if you don't want to go the hardcore way like I've been doing, you can also get turmeric capsules in pill form, and that makes it a lot easier. And tamarind. Tamarind has shown to increase the excretion of fluoride in urine. So this is another good natural way of helping the fluoride problem. Again, you don't need to eat it in its raw form. You could probably get it in a supplement form, but if you're interested in eating it just raw, you just crack these guys open, and inside is the little fruit, and you just you eat the little fruit inside, and it's quite a nice little snack actually when you're doing this detox. So the first week of the detox was probably the most challenging. I had for about a week a really dull, sort of painful throb here in the middle of my eyes. But I took it down to probably, withdrawal from some of the food items that I've eliminated from my diet, including caffeine and, sugar, these sort of things. We do get withdrawal effects from that, and headaches are part of it. So expect that with your detox, that you might have a low-grade, sort of low-pressure headache for the first week. I also found that I was quite lethargic in the first week. Again, that could be an adjustment of eliminating certain food types out of my diet. Dreaming was quite normal, meditation was quite normal, although my energy levels just felt very, very low, and I didn't feel as perky as I normally am. And things became clear within the second week, and I noticed my energy levels were completely different and more natural and very vibrant. So I found it very easy to wake up in the mornings. Again, that could be because there's an elimination of a morning intake of caffeine. I found it very easy to go to bed at night. So my sleep schedule was very solid. I was going to bed at the same time and waking up exactly the same time. Actually, an interesting thing is I would actually wake up earlier than I normally do. So at about 5 a.m. I would wake up completely like I'm awake. And I would take that opportunity to set an intent so I could go for some great lucid dreaming in the second phase of my sleep. So basically that's what ended up happening. With these sort of Throughout the detox, I found that this was my new schedule. So I get up at 5, wake up a bit, go back into sleep, and have lucid dreams. So in the 1 month of doing my pineal gland detox, I was able to have 3 lucid dreams and 3 out-of-body experiences, which for me is quite a bit. Usually there's just maybe 1 or 2 lucid dreams per month and maybe 1 out-of-body experience per month. So I found that it did increase it did increase the likelihood of having lucid dreams and out-of-body experiences through this cleanse. Another byproduct of the detox was that I noticed that not only lucid dreams and also the out-of-body experience, but my dreams became a lot more emotional. So I was waking up with really strong emotions from dreams, which gave me the opportunity to do some really amazing integration. So often when I'd wake up with very emotional responses to dreams, I would sit with the emotion and I would release the emotion. Often I would get to the root cause as to why I was having such an emotional dream. And usually it was something from childhood or a past fear or trauma. And so it was incredibly healing for that. So I found the result of the pineal gland detox was that it brought into more of an alignment of my emotional body. It really brought me back into my emotional body, and there was a lot of room for integration and a lot of room for healing. I was able to understand more clearly the links between certain emotional events and dreams and past events, and I was able to transcend them. So another amazing byproduct of the detox was a lot more insight and connectivity to the emotional body. I also found since the cleanse that not just with the energy and with the dreams, but meditation practice is vastly improved. It feels as though when I sit down to meditate, I completely go there straight away. So a lot of the chatter that's in the mind when you first sit down to meditate, that's actually a lot quieter, and I actually can feel a tremendous amount of energy around my head when I sit to meditate. It's almost like immediately I'm like, ching, I'm engaging straight away. Another thing I've noticed is when I've been sitting with clients and I've been guiding people through either tarot readings or dreaming guidance, dream work, or the death work I do, end of life guidance, I've been a lot more sensitive and intuitive to the needs of the person, and there's a lot of more information coming through for the person. So I've noticed that that's been like, it's almost like a clear channel, you know. It's almost like things, if you had wires that were clogged up, they're less clogged up, and there's a lot more flow happening. I would definitely recommend this detox. I'm continuing to take some of the supplements, because especially MSM, because I find that it really activates the dreams. And it's actually made me carry on with some of the dietary changes. So now I've completely eliminated caffeine out of my life, because it's probably my only vice if I come to think of it. I do like guayusa and I do like coffee, and I like the buzz it gives you and the energy it gives you. But what I found is I've gone back to my natural energy, like the energy I had when I was a kid, and I feel kind of like it feels pretty amazing. So I'm going to continue to do that. So I'm also going to continue to not eat certain food items. So I've continued to not take any sugar. And I'm more mindful of what has sugar added to it. So only taking in kind of like natural sugars, and all the processed food and all the, all that kind of stuff, I never really ate it so much anyway. But those two things, I'm continuing to cut those things out. I find that it's been really beneficial, just eating living foods that are of high vibration and more natural, and not giving you spikes in moods and fake energy. So thanks guys for watching. I hope that was helpful. And like I said, this is something that, if you want to embark this, it's kind of at your own risk or under the guidance of your doctor. If you'd like to stay in touch, leave a comment below. Also hit the like button and subscribe for more future videos. If you're interested in more about the conscious dreaming practice that I teach, you can check out my new book. It's called Dreams, and I'm Tree Carr. I'll see you next time for some more dreaming and consciousness exploration.